Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and this plane is quite an interesting one. And yes, this is the thing we're going to be temperamenting with today, with this aircraft. And this aircraft was in a recent thing if you haven't seen it on the news, so I'm not going to talk about too much, but it was really bad. How much pounds they were carrying was overweight, and in preventing it from getting overweight, they got rid of most of the fuel. And most of that fuel was, gone, right? To have to dump it and stuff like that. And as soon as they took it off, they needed a fuel plane, to refuel it up in midair. And they needed to do that probably every 3 hours, I think. But it was really bad. But, they're here, it's all safe and stuff like that. But this is the weight of what the plane is carrying. We have 50 pounds of, 170 we're playing this again. 7,199. There we are. And we're gonna, temperament with this. What this is right here, we're looking at, is the weight. So, not 3,000. We're gonna do, I think, about 10,000. How does that sound? Alright, now 10,000. I'm not sure how much it was carrying, but it should have been more than this. Alright, this plane is. You can see that the plane just like nose landing. I don't know why it's always sunken in. It's so weird. I don't know why the plane just like you see. It's one of those moments where I can't even talk right now. As you can see though, the plane is like lifted up a little bit. That means we're a bit tail heavy. So we're a bit overweight. But it's fine. I think it's fine. Alright, we're gonna take off. So what I have to do is have to put up full thrust. Right now, that's not what's preventing us from taking off. It's just that I have the brakes on so we can get all that thrust so we can move faster. Alright, 10%. They're good. Alright, the plane took off pretty damn fast. About 20 knots. So we're going off pretty damn fast. It's rotating. It's rotating. This doesn't seem right. There we are. Okay, that's more realistic. That's just okay. All right. Now that's content. All right. Yeah, that didn't work out as planned. The thrusters are on. The plane wants to get onto the ground, which is weird. I don't know why it wants to do that all the time, but it happens to me whenever I wanna. I'm a tail heavy, and this happens. This never happened to me with this plane, but I don't think this is what was happening to the aircraft when they were, shipping things. But this plane is really overweight, which is awesome. Alright, well, that's now normal. The landing gear is in the ground, which is alright. Alright, I think we can take off. Alright, we're definitely rotating in the beginning of it because we're tail heavy. So we're like taking off? Yeah, we're taking off. Barely though. Alright, so this is definitely heavy. Definitely really heavy. Landing gear are going up. They're up. It's very interesting how the landing gear goes up on this plane. It's very interesting in my opinion. We're flying over a city in Africa, which is great. This plane is really overweight. About 50 pounds of 50% of fuel. We are right now at Oh, okay. Now we're pulling a full-on 747 here. I mean, it's pretty interesting because we're in a 747 cockpit. I mean, this is an add-on for the plane, you know. So someone decided instead of playing this plane's cockpit, they put in the 747's cockpit because 4 engines, kind of thing. So I don't know. It was just an add-on I found for free. I'm gonna land not on the runway because there's no way we're gonna get a full-on round, and I need to show you something else before I can, you know, I'm on like a time limit. I got a bunch of raw footage out, but I mean, I just want to do this nice and fast. Alright, now we have the unnecessary amount of spoilers that are up, but it's fine. I don't think we needed this for the overweight. 1,000. Alright, landing gear out. And the plane is yelling at me for overspeed since it's the 747, and no annoying clicks that tells me about. Alright, the landing gear spiral out like that for some reason, and now we are normally back to normal. Alright. Okay, thank you. I don't need that. Upgrade for $1,000. Alright, we're definitely getting a little tail heavy. Alright, that was actually pretty hard. That was like really hard. Obviously, we didn't see that since this plane doesn't do like a wingspan. But if it was on a 730, not a 737, a 787, the wingspan would definitely really be painful. Alright. Alright, reverse thrust. But yeah, that bounced though. It went boom! Oh, and we're back to the tail heaviness. Plane just barely wants to do that. Super weird. Alright, well this is the the desert of the plane. So now I don't think this plane can really survive the desert because of the engines, and they're pretty high up, so I'm pretty sure it can withstand it. I mean, if it's a 737 Max, then I mean, 737, it'd be pretty bad since how low they are, and it's like this like dented engine is right now to, you know, move around without it scraping the bottom of the engine. Anyways, though, yeah, this plane is definitely not meant for. Actually, it is meant for overweight because I mean, we saw how it performed and it was pretty impressive, honestly, in my opinion. So, I mean, that's what they had to do. But this plane is just insane. I mean, honestly, I mean, look at that landing gear. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna show you one more thing, guys, before I leave. So, hi guys, so you know that Antonov I was talking about, right? This is the Antonov. This is not the, you see how like big it is, you know? It's pretty damn big for an Antonov. And this is the world's biggest airplane. So yeah, it's, you know, has 6 engines on, you know, 6 engines. And it's really big where it carries a nice full set of landing gear. And it carries 2 landing gear on the front of its nose. And this entire nose right here lifts up so you can carry the cargo inside the aircraft. And this part, it carries the space shuttles, because what Russia planned to do with the plane was to carry space shuttles to, you know, space. But, you know, they wanted to save on fuel for the space shuttle, so they wanted to build this plane. So they built a bunch of prototypes and all that stuff that's flying around to this very day. And, but like they finished the project without the Antonov being finished, so they managed to get the space shuttles up into the air without the Antonov. So then the Antonov was already finished built. Then it was just left abandoned in the cargo station, whatever the hell it was. And then Europe saw. He's like, hey, they're like, hey, I want to buy it from you. They're like, okay. And then after that, Russia and Europe have been, you know, cargoing stuff across the country, across the, you know, the the continent with this airplane, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, once again, same thing with the other plane, a 747 cockpit. just with a blue tint since it's Russia, and Russia decides to make a soothing color for the cockpit, a nice tinted blue, typical Russia. Anyways, let's get this full throttle. Are we getting full throttle? And the Antonov is right now getting ready. Alright, now this is at a normal, pace and stuff. I think this is faster. No, this is probably as fast as how we had the overweight plane. So yeah, as you can see how slow it takes off. I mean, it's a heavy plane that needs 6 engines to operate. And it's probably one of the safer planes to fly in. I mean, you get a bird strike on one of the engines, you're okay. Alright, we're obviously rotating. As you see, the nose kind of lifting off up into the midair. And the plane has, the nose landing gear has just took it off in the back. And then we have taken off with the Antonov. And the Antonov's control, nicer, much better than the 747. And now look at weird how the landing gear work. Look at this. It's super weird. It's like the most interesting way to put away landing gear. And it's just probably just as weird as the other landing gear for the US airplane. And the flaps are up. And this plane is, in my opinion, a really fun plane. So I'm gonna be making more content with this exact aircraft, and we're gonna be, probably see if the Antonov, the world's biggest airplane, landing on the smallest runway in the world. But yeah, this is the Antonov for you. So I just, I've been mentioning a lot of times in my videos, and I just wanted to, show you guys what the Antonov looks like, and I just wanted to get it, for an add-on. So I managed to get it off an add-on. So yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll end this video off of here. Bye.